baseball can be a real bitch. It's like that girl that's bipolar. Not bipolar like, oh, she's lesbian and straight and hot and cold. More like along the lines of, you don't know what's coming. I'm referring, obviously, to my matchup with Travis, where Adrian Gonzalez, in the bottom of the fifth, hit a one-run home run to give him 1 run scored, 1 home run, and 1 RBI. If you guys were to look at our standings from last week, Travis beat me 7-3 by 1 home run, 1 RBI, and tied me in runs with 1 run scored. My players, on the other hand, didn't do shit. That concludes my matchup of what happened to Travis and I. Travis beat me, made me cry. It made me cry like a big girl, and it wasn't fun. Could have been better. But enough about me. Seguin and Mason, classic, had a close matchup because they still don't know who they want to win the division. So Seguin and Mason went 7-4 last week. Seguin had a phenomenal batting week. Seguin actually had a pretty good all-around week. Mason, playing as good as he is, he done lost. So that's a bummer. Right? So then we had Dave beat the fuck out of Tim. I mean, designated shitters really fit you this week. I mean, Dave literally shit on your team. It was a lot like watching that video that Dave sent me of him killing that hooker when he sent that text saying, oh, I got a bloody nose and it's not mine. I was like, oh, Uncle Dave's killing hookers again. Oh, classic Dave killing hookers. It's crazy. Oh, man. So then we have Todd beat Chad 6-5. Todd now tied last week and now is 1 game up on his record. Thank you, AJ, for being fucking dumb and fucking, like, seriously. And then the last thing is, of course, Firkins and Caleb tied. And you guys know how I feel about ties. So some things we did learn about the league throughout the week that I checked in on ESPN on was that our keepers are forever and ever. Keepers are a dynasty league. We're going to stay with 5 keepers. We are not going to do a redraft. We're going to keep with the keepers that we have. We're going to keep with 5. There may be some statistical categories that we might switch in and out this year, but as far as keepers and draft goes, you got what you got because you earned it. So that's big. Also, cannot change where we get to keep our keepers. Sent that to everybody. Everybody now knows that. Not my fucking problem. Stop bitching about the league. It's a fucking great league. We got a bunch of good guys. Get over it. Looking at you, Firkins. I'll probably get a text later. Oh, Adam's a dick, always calling out shit and only talking about his team. If you want to manage the league, go ahead, I guess. But, I mean, let's be honest. Mike Firkins managing a league. It's like Hillary Clinton running for president. Awful. Stupid. Bad. It's like P. Diddy hitting his kid's athletic trainer. Dude, you make millions of dollars. No matter what that athletic trainer said to your kid, who cares? Who cares? Get over it. You make millions of dollars. And I also read that Gronkowski doesn't spend anything he makes from the Patriots. He lives off his sponsors. He spends millions of dollars a year, and he just lives off his sponsors? Nuts. Pete Rose thing, that's crazy. Finally read up on that after about hearing it for 2 days straight. If he bet against his team while he was a player, he's a dirtbag. Get him out. Whether it goes there or whether it doesn't, honestly, he's not getting the Hall of Fame anymore. So, let's look at the power rankings. What happened? Travis regained first place, even though he's a game and a half behind in the Ricky Henderson division. Seguin moved on to second. Mason stayed at third. Ricky Henderson division still has the 1, 2, 3 spots. Then it goes Firkins, who moved up 2 spots. Dave moved up 3 spots. Chad, who went down a spot. Tim, who fell 3 spots. Caleb moved up a spot. I moved down a spot, and Todd's still hanging out the bottom. Not necessarily Todd's fault, because Alex is a dirtbag. So, power rankings again read as follows: Travis, Siegwin, Mason, Firkins, Dave, Chad, Tim, Caleb, Adam, Todd. Now, what do we have going on this week? What a great question. I don't remember. We got myself playing Old Man Rivers, a.k.a. Dave, because he's old. And then you got Caleb going up against Todd. Caution, Todd, Caleb does have an Asian fetish, so you better be looking out for that. You got Chad against Firkins, battle of the Cy Young division. Firkins will win that because Chad's like, I don't have any more time to look at my team because it's really hard to look at it for 5 minutes a day. Ooh. Travis against Siegwin, that is game of the week. And that is a matchup. Burning barns right now, you guys are burning barns. Burning barns. And then you got Tim and Mason. Game of the week, obviously, Travis and Siegwin. Wow, this is the shortest video ever. I don't know, guys. Just not really in the mood to talk shit this weekend. I guess shout out to Dave and Chad for having kids, I guess. Shout out to Mason for never knowing his dad. That's cool. And then